Hello dear Pisceans, welcome to my channel. My name is Bella and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic, and this is your love horoscope for August 2019. Welcome. Just before I do your reading, just a quick announcement. I'm going to be in the USA for most of August and which means and part of September, which means your September videos will be later than usual. But if you'd like to join me on my Facebook page during that time, there will be some activities going on there, and you can still get hold of me via my text chat or my audio service. So anyway, let me just jump straight in with what's coming up for you guys during this month. So yours is a good one compared to some people's I've done today. It feels like the first thing that comes out is there is a lot of people, Pisceans, that need to be aware that there is a bit of a baby fever going on in your star sign, which is highly unlikely usual for me to say. So what my spirit guides are saying, firstly, if you do not want to be pregnant, doesn't matter if you're a man or female, so if you don't want to get your girlfriend pregnant, or if you are the Piscean woman and you don't want to be pregnant, you need to be aware you are highly fertile this month. So extra precautions. What a way to start a video. I've never had to do that before. Now, the second thing is, if it is not that, a lot of you who are in partnerships with somebody already will be discussing or re-talking about those kind of future plans. So I get in the first week for you guys, you're talking about family planning. When do we want kids? Do we want more kids? That kind of stuff. Obviously, if you want a child, this is the month to get pregnant. If you're wanting it, highly. And I have to say, particularly in the first and second week, highly a good time also too. So that's a random one to start with, but it happens to be what's coming out. For some of you, where that doesn't apply at all, even though it still is applying for the pregnancy stuff, you know, this is all Pisceans, highly coming across as fertile. Some of you seem to be reconnecting online, because I get a lot of online talking, so Facebook, WhatsApp, social media, I don't know, Snapchat, so many platforms, where somebody from your past romantically, or not even if you didn't date them, but you fancied them, seems to be saying hi, hello. There's a bit of a chit chat going on there. I think if you're single, you may explore to want to do that. I have to say it's coming across as a positive thing. I think where some of you are already attached, it will be a hello, hi, but I don't see you taking it any further. I don't get you bringing drama or conflict in your connection. So just be aware of that also too. Some of you, again, new connections or long-term connections, you're being shown in the first week as also planning two things: a holiday, it is a season. The other thing will be some of you are discussing moving. So some of you are planning to relocate, either because you want to be closer to the person you're in love with and you've got to that level where you're going to commit to that place, or vice versa, they're coming to you, or that the person that you actually live with right now, that you're looking to relocate, and it doesn't feel like the relocation is just around the corner, even though that can be probably for some of you. For some of you, it feels like you're wanting to move to a different county or a different state. Is your thoughts about that? And I think it seems to coincide with the talk again around, do we expand our family? When do we start our family? Do we get married? All that kind of stuff. So that first week is really around the longer term planning of you and the current person that you're with, and the direction it's going. All positive. I don't think you'll have all the answers completely figured out in that first week, but the dialogue definitely starts happening. And again, second week, some of that still continues. You really seem to appreciate the honesty and the truthfulness from your partner, and they from you also too. So I think that those sort of talks really help with both knowing where you're going and how you're going to do it now or in the future. And it's really, really positive as we get to the third week. Some little minor irritations do seem to show up between you and the person that you're with, like petty things, but they don't seem to escalate. what and I have to say what they seem to be about is yours or the other person's working appetite seems to slightly conflict in the relationship just in that third week. So either that person's working too much or on their phone too much, or you're working too much or doing something too much that the other person is getting prickly about, or you get prickly about. But it comes and goes, so it feels like, if anything, it feels like you guys can navigate mini storms and it's not a problem. Everything on the whole is still positive, in the way that things are flowing with you and the other person. As we get to the last week, it's hard to interpret because it's weird. Sorry, so let me just try to figure out what my guides are trying to imply by what they're showing me. So this is outside of your relationship, but sometimes depending on who the outside influence is, it can impact the person that you're with. So let's say a mother-in-law, sister, friend seems to, I don't know, like interfere in some kind of way. Again, I can't be specific because this is a general reading, but it does feel like either they want to take your person away on a weekend without your permission, or I don't know, like something that it will bug you enough for you to have to, you or your partner to say to you, because it could be that it's your friend or family interfering, that again seems to, I don't know, like delay some progress maybe between the pair of you, because you're then having to deal with this outside person coming in and trying to ruffle some feathers. Like, super be aware of it, particularly if it's you noticing it happening to your partner. Like, try not to make it too much of a big deal, because then it will just linger longer, because it's just showing it just delays some progress with you because of having to deal with some other party. So particularly because you started the beginning of the month talking about family planning, moving, it could be that you've decided, yeah, we're going to have a family and we're going to move. Right, your partner or you have then told your parents and one of them doesn't like it and wants to sour it, or fill one of your heads with doubt to say, should you do it now? You should wait another couple of years because and then that person comes back to you and says, oh, maybe we should wait, and you're like, what? We just agreed this. Do you see what I mean? That could be how the interference plays out. That's just an example though. By the by, though, overall, it still feels like a positive, steady month. These feel like everyday stuff that comes up. I think the positive in this is that you and the person that you're with seem strong, that you get over these things. They're just little things for you to be aware of, to navigate. You're on the same page. You want to build a future. It's good. So bear that in mind, even when you have the little niggly things that happen, that they're just things that are put in your path for you both to just walk over, and you will successfully. So I hope that's been helpful, dear Pisceans. I will be again with you in September, a bit late, but I will be, and you take care.